Let's go with your boy Raphael Semcrow back with yet another reaction video. Yeah, I know it's been a while, guys. I know it's been a while. You know how it is. Busy stuff. You know, but yeah. I want to. Let's talk about it. I am baffled by recent developments regarding the DCU and some online things that have surfaced since the release of Joker 2. A lot of things have been surfacing regarding the director Todd Phillips and whatnot. So yeah, there is so much going on online. So much going on online regarding the movie industry, specifically the DC. Ooh. Let's start with the casting of the Green Lanterns. So apparently, we officially have two Green Lanterns now. Two actors who will play the Green Lantern, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Hal Jordan will be portrayed by Kaale and Jon Stewart will be portrayed by Aaron Pierre. Now, in terms of close enough to the comic accuracy in terms of design and whatnot, I'd like to think that Aaron Pierre is close enough to Jon Stewart in terms of looks. I don't know about I don't know how he will do in the role, but in terms of looks and whatnot, he is close enough to the comic version of Jon Stewart, based on what I've seen so far, in terms of comparisons. Now, I think Aaron Pierre is in his 30s, so at least that's good enough. He's young enough to portray a role for 10 years, for the next 9 years, 10 years to come, when this universe begins. Correction on my previous statement regarding there being two Green Lanterns. There's actually three Green Lanterns that will be portrayed in this DCU. The third being Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Right now, for someone who has clearly stated countless times that he wanted younger actors to portray these new roles in his DC universe, he is sure picking up some old guys to portray, to star in roles meant for younger guys. You understand? Because Hal Jordan is not 60 years old. Guy Gardner is not 50 something years old, and this is the start of the DCU, right? It's the beginning of the DCU, so everyone should be like younger. First time being in the superhero gig, first time. Now, are you saying that Guy Gardner and Hal Jordan are older than Jon Stewart, and if so, they are already experienced veterans in the game? How are you going to explain this? Because you cannot say that they are starting out. You understand? other than that, you by the time in 10 years time, Nathan Fillion and Nathan Fillion and Kyle Chandler will be how old in 10 years as compared to Aaron Pierre will be how old. So I'm just saying that it's hard for me to fathom that you would fire Henry Cavill, right? And Ben Affleck and Gal Gadot, I do not know how to pronounce her last name. But anyway, you fire those three actors in favor of casting younger actors in the roles of these superheroes, and yet you cast actors aged 60 and 50 something. To me, that seems like it's hypocrisy, it's double standards, or whatever you want to call it. You could have just said that no, you do not want these three stars to star in these particular roles. You do not favor these stars in these particular roles. You would like to do your own thing, instead of saying and misleading people, saying that you want younger actors, and then you end up casting 60-year-old, 50-something-year-olds as these characters. You need to get your story straight, James Gunn. You need to get your story straight. Just like when you said Blue Beetle will be the beginning of the DCU, and then you went and said The Flash at the beginning of DCU, and then you changed again and you said the Suicide Squad is the beginning of the DCU. Make up your mind. And then now you are saying Superman is the beginning of DCU. Make up your mind, bruh. Make up your mind. And now you're going around and claiming and taking credit to movies that you had nothing to do with. Nothing to do with. In fact, you claim you had nothing to do with, and yet you still take credit. And now it's online. It said that I found that you guys at Warner Bros. Want to bring in the Matt Reeves Batman universe into the DCU, while it was established that it's a separate elsewhere thing or whatever. It has nothing to do with the DCU. And now you are saying that you are seeing its success. You are saying the success it's getting regarding first the movie and now the Penguin series. You are saying its success. Now you want to bring it in the DCU fold. I think that's a fuck up. You should leave it as it is. The DCU is going to flop. It's going to flop. The way I see it, it's going to flop. So the casting of Kyle Chandler and Nathan Fillion, it's while having claimed that you want younger actors to star in these roles, is a double standard. It's just hard for me to fathom. I think it's a dick move. It's a double standard thing. It's a hypocritical thing, and including involving many different characters in a first movie of this universe. first. A Superman movie at that. A movie that is supposed to be an origin. Remember, I'm just saying. I think it's a dick move. I think it's a fuck up. It's hypocritical, double standard that you put this. You have people online supporting this, having multiple superheroes in a first movie of the DC universe. First movie that is meant to be an origin. I think no, it's not an origin. It didn't say it's an origin movie. It said that Superman is just starting out in this superhero thing, and now you have many superheroes. We have many superheroes like in this movie. Superheroes we don't know nothing about, and yet in Batman vs Superman there was just two superheroes, Batman and Wonder Woman, right? And then the rest were just cameos. So that does not count because they didn't do anything in the BVS storyline. You understand? And people were like, talking about that bullshit, saying that it was too soon, blah blah blah. And yet we have more than two superheroes starring in this movie. Superheroes who might be involved in the final fight between Superman and whomever the threat is. So it's not fair, it's hypocritical, double standard, it's just utter bullshit. Yeah, so that's what I think of it. Don't get me wrong, Nathan Fillion and Kyle Chandler are good actors. They are great actors. I just don't think they are fit for the role. They are just too old to be in the role, and no offense. Aaron Pierre, I've only seen him in 2 movies, and the first one he did not have a major role, unlike the Netflix movie Rebel Ridge. In the other movie, Old, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, he didn't have a major role. He was just there, and then he got killed. But in Rebel Ridge, he was the star. He was in the lead role, and he is good as an actor. It's not just about the looks and being close enough to the accuracy of a character from a comic book. He has to act the part. He does not just look the part, he has to act the part. I think everyone knows that. So I hope the choice is not based on the looks. It's actually based on all of the above requirements needed for the role. So those are my thoughts. If you agree or disagree, post your comments below. If you enjoyed watching this video and listening to me talk, hit the like button and subscribe and share, spread the word. Let me know your thoughts. Yeah. And make sure you go over to X and follow. Yeah. 1,000 subscribers. Let's hit the mark. Saludas, Owens.